Good morning, everyone. It's Cookie Lou in Arizona. It is Monday, and this is week 80 DS update. Well, it's 9:25, and I got up early, got all dolled up, and I'm on my way to Costco. I'm going to pick up just a few things. And I always say that. I always wind up buying a lot of crap, but I'm really just getting a few things. Toilet paper is number one on my list because DSers, we use a lot of toilet paper. Okay, everyone. Good morning. I hope you're having a good, that you had a good weekend and that you're all doing good, in your journeys. And I don't really have all that much to talk about. It's just week 80 DS update, and I wanted to come in and and give you a little something to say. This is my breakfast this morning. It is my premium protein drink, and that's another thing I'm going to buy is premier protein. This is so good. What am I doing with it? I used to get a box of chocolate flavored, a box of vanilla, and a box of caramel. That's like $75 out the door. It does last a long time for me, but I think I'm going to just get the caramel. I'm going to get the vanilla. And I'm just getting vanilla today because I have enough caramel. What I've been doing is I take the vanilla and I just flavor it up. In this drink here, I have a few ice cubes in my blender. I had a banana that was getting a little ripe, and I knew I wasn't going to be using it, so I threw it in the freezer. It's been sitting in there for a long time. I took it out of the freezer and put it in the refrigerator a couple of days ago, and I said, I'm going to make a banana shake. So I took the vanilla, the premier protein vanilla, and I took the banana with a few ice cubes, and I put it in the blender. And I had a lot of stores were selling strawberries on sale because they were kind of getting really ripe. And so I bought a whole bunch of strawberries and I cut them up and put them in my freezer bag. It's a good way to preserve strawberries that are getting old, but still good enough to use. So I took a few strawberries and the banana and a few ice cubes, one container of the protein drink. I added a shot of calcium powder to it and some cream, about maybe a quarter of a cup of cream. And it comes out nice and thick like a malted. And sometimes I'll just whip this up at night, take a few sips before I go to bed because I kind of get hungry before I go to bed, and then I put the rest in the refrigerator and I have it for breakfast. And that's what this is. And you can do anything. You can put coffee in it. You can put blueberries in it. You can put peaches in it, pear. I am buying some canned fruit now. And I'm indulging in fruit where before I wasn't having any fruit. I got a big bag of delicious red cherries. They're so healthy for you, those juicy. They call it nature's candy on the package. And I'll put cherries in my drink, and it just flavors it. It makes it taste different, and it's all healthy. So I'm going to suggest you give that a try if you're looking for something new to do for your protein shakes. And to be honest with you, once you're at goal, and my weight this morning was 174.4, which is what it's been for a while. And that's pretty much kind of a happy place for my body to be. I'd like to be 10 pounds lighter. And I'm sure once I get some plastics surgery done, I'll be closer to that number. Getting back to the protein, once you finish with your surgeries, pretty much a year and a half, maybe even 2 years out, they say you really don't need to be drinking your protein anymore. You should be eating your protein. You should be having your chicken, your meat, your pork, your beef, any kind of meat product, cheese product, dairy product. That's where you should be getting your protein source from. A lot of bariatric ladies that I know drink a lot of protein shakes. I mean, they all still buy in Premier 2 years out. I think it's a great source of a 30-gram shot of protein. If you need it in the morning, I think it's fine. But remember, people, at a certain point in time after bariatrics, especially if you're in maintenance, and I kind of consider myself in maintenance now, eat your protein. Don't be drinking 3 protein shakes a day and say, okay, now I'm going to have a little hamburger, maybe some salad for lunch or for dinner. You should be eating more food for your protein at this point. That's just my 2 bits on that. This is my, like I said, 7 weeks tomorrow, my plastic surgery, and this is, I've been using the Mederma, and this is pretty much what my scars are looking like. Still, I did notice a difference with the Mederma just a few days. They're lighter, the scars are lighter, they're flatter. The massaging that I'm doing, I just go up and down like this. That helps a lot with the flattening of the scars and the swelling. I still use an ice pack from time to time. Of course, I'm not on the faja anymore. I'm not wearing that anymore. This is the other one. I think this one's in much better shape. My left one is in a lot better shape than the right one is. I still think Dr. Soseda could have taken a little bit more off of here, to be honest with you, but hey, it's okay. It is what it is. So that's where I am, 7 weeks out of surgery and 80 weeks out of DS. And I'm finally where I was hoping to be when I had my first VSG surgery 6 years ago. On February 24th, 2012, I had my first weight loss surgery. And then I had my DS revision on January 23rd, 2017. So it's been a year and some months since I had that done, and I'm finally down to where I wanted to be, where I hoped the VSG would have gotten me. And it didn't, but that's okay. That's why they have revision surgeries, and why surgeons are more than happy to do them, because some people need a second surgery. This DS was the right surgery for me. It was the surgery that got the weight off that I needed to get off, and puts me in a situation where I can eat foods without having to worry about every morsel I put in my mouth, because the DS has a way of malabsorbing a lot of it, as we all know. And it doesn't give me an excuse to binge, although I have done that. No, not binged like I did in my obese years. Indulge in cake, candy, ice cream, cookies, stuff like that. I've indulged in it, but I have not binged on it. I've indulged too much sometimes, where, you know, like a couple of weeks ago, the ice cream pops are on sale. I bought 3 boxes. Yeah, there's only 3 ice cream bars in each box, but still that's 9 ice cream bars. 9, you know. I didn't eat them all in one day, where there was a time when that's what happened. I would have eaten them maybe one. They wouldn't have lasted 2 days. By the second afternoon, they would have been all gone. Now, I have one a day, you know, so it lasted me like, 10 days. I was eating those. But still, it's 9 ice cream pops in 10 days, and that's an overindulgence. When you've had 2 bariatric surgeries, maybe if I wanted to have 2 or 3 ice cream pops that month, it wouldn't have been bad. But having 1 a week for 9 weeks in a row, 1 a day for 9 days in a row was too much. But, that's something that happens to all of us. Our brain will kick into a gear, and it switches on, and it says, I want what I want. And the other day I went out to Fry's, which you people might know as Kroger's, and I had the chocolate donut. Thunderbolt hit me, and I saw the chocolate donuts, and I said, I want them. And I usually, when I have this thing, I gotta have this now. I'm going to buy it. You know, I haven't had chocolate donuts, I don't know, 8, 9 months, a year. So I want one. Unfortunately, there was, 12 in the box. It wasn't just one. I don't like to buy the ones from the bakery because they're really fried up with a lot of oil, and they make me sick. They make me icky. They don't sit well with me. But a box donut, like an Entenmann's box donut, or a bakery box donut, bakery company box donut, cake donut, I can have that. So I did buy the donuts, and I think I had 2 or 3 that day because they were there, and I had that pang of desire for them. And then I just let them sit there, and I said, okay, I'll have one a night with a cup of tea for my treat. And I pretty much was doing that, one a night with a cup of tea. And then there was, I think, 3 left in the box, and I said, well, you know what, it's time, I've had enough. I've had enough. I've satisfied my itch for them. So I threw them out. This is the kind of behavior that has been corrected for me in these last, 6 years now. It's almost 6 years since I had my DS. Since I had my first VSG and then my DS. It takes a long time to wrap your brain about the lifestyle changes. And of course you are on maintenance, and yeah, you can have a donut, you can have ice cream, you can have candy when you're at maintenance, but you have to still maintain the control. And we really don't have a good control switch. Obese people, food addicts, sugar addicts, carb addicts, whatever you want to call yourself, we don't really have that that thing that some people have, where they can say, oh, it's Christmas time, and somebody has a lovely box of chocolate candy on the table. I'm going to have 1 or 2. And then they're totally satisfied with that. They can even have that box of candy in their house and not even go into it at all. Obese people, sugar addicts, chocolate addicts, food addicts that we are, we cannot do that. So if I know that I'm going to indulge by buying something, I'm going to enjoy it for a day or 2 or 3, and then I'm going to say bye-bye. Never would have done that when I was a 301-pound woman. I would have eaten those donuts within 2 days. And I would have had some ice cream, and I would have had maybe some candy, and I would have had a lot of bread, and hence the 301-pound woman. So just know that, if you get a desire for something and you've worked hard and you've had your surgery, you've worked hard, you've lost 100, 130, 50, 200 pounds, whatever it is, you can indulge in some stuff, in some forbidden foods, as I would call them. But just know that you do have to control them, and you have to just eat enough to satisfy your itch for them, and then say bye-bye. So, and if you're not strong enough to do that, then don't buy the stuff and bring it home. Don't buy the stuff and bring it home. And that's testing the waters for me too. I wanted to see how well I could do in that control. Can I really control that? Can I buy the donuts and eat, like maybe 4 or 5 of them over the course of 3 or 4 days, and say bye-bye, throw them away. And there are times when I throw the box away, then I go back in there and go, they're still in the box, they're still clean. I could take them out and continue to eat them if I wanted to. And there was a time or two when I did. Took them out of the trash, took the box, which was perfectly untouched by the rest of the trash, and started to eat some more. But now I will just take the potato masher and mash them up, throw them in the garbage, not in the box, and say bye-bye. That's the differences. That's the lifestyle changes that I've made with my weight loss surgery over all these years. That's how my brain wraps around trying to control my desires for the forbidden foods. And no food should be forbidden. It really shouldn't, because we're human beings living in a human world. Eating food, especially our favorite foods, is one of the most lovely pleasures that we have. And we shouldn't have to deny ourselves that, because with me, I don't know about you, it just frustrates the hell out of me. And it gets me to the point where it nags at me it nags at my brain so strongly when I deny myself. It just pulls me to that desirable food even stronger, and then I go hog wild, and then I'll eat, like, 9 ice cream pops in one day. So I've learned to say, okay, I can have this. I am allowing myself to have this. I'm choosing to have this, and I'm going to have it in such a way. And if I feel that I am going to overdo it and I'm not going to maintain my way of eating it, then I'm going to have to toss it. And I have done that. I've bought little ice cream containers, and oh, that's new flavor. Gee, I've never had that flavor. I'd like to try it, And then I buy it and I try it, and it's too damn good. Oh man, this is a good flavor. Oh wow, this is a good flavor. Oh my goodness, this tastes great, and I'll eat on it for a couple of days, and then I take the container, maybe half full, and I just put it in the sink, and I let it melt away. Put it in the sink, go to bed. In the morning, it's a mushy mess. Throw it down the drain, and it's done. That's how I get rid of my temptation to overindulge and stuff. And anyway, so that's it. That's, I guess, my update, my 80-week update. It's what I'm doing. It's the good, the bad, and the ugly. But I still look great, and the DS is doing its job, and it's allowing me to indulge in these things as long as they maintain my control the best I can. And I hope that whatever surgery that you've had, it's doing the same for you. Well, it's now 9:40, and it's off to Costco for me for toilet paper. Bye.